What's up? I'm going to show you how to use the mother ducker. Yes, it's called Mother Ducker. It's a ducking plugin, and it's what's going to give you that sidechain. So I got a basic beat, and I'm just going to show you how it does. So what it does is that it'll duck things out to give you that pumping sound. And this is a very basic. I'm using some very basic elements to illustrate this. All right, so let's dive in. So I got a basic beat. Got a kick and a snare, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a loop to that. I'm going to take a chopped loop and just have some fun with it. So we have a loop, right? And so what I like to do is add a mother ducker to it. So there's two plugins you got to do this. So the first one is we got to have a plugin that will send the sound. Okay. So we got this kick drum. So we want this kick drum to duck the loop. All right. Let me demonstrate again. We want this kick drum right here. If I can solo it. And also, keep in mind that this solo is not the same as that solo. So that's very important. So let's go ahead and tap in here. We're going to go to our plugins. And we're going to go to Akai. And we're going to see Mother Ducker right there. The input. Right there, Mother Ducker input. Tap that. Edit that. Look at that. We got a duck on the screen. How about that? And this is going to send it to them. Now, these are important things to talk about. So, you know, as you can see, there are 8 buses that you can put this on. So if you want different things, ducking different things, you can do that. So we want to make sure that this is on bus 1. This is important to remember. And as you can see, we got the duck. Pay attention to that because that's going to show you something right there. So you see we got that loop kind of hot. Now, normally what you want to do is you want to go there, go to your program, bring that down, right? But what we're going to do, we're going to add the ducker. Now, in this case, we're taking a single pad from track 1. This is important to pay attention. Notice that on that single pad, you see these icons right there? They matter. So this matters your pad, program, track, and then global master output. That's very important to remember. Go to that mother ducker. Man, it sounds like I'm saying something else. Then we go to the program because we want all these chops to be effective. We know that all these chops go out the bus of this program, right? So we're going to go back in that effects. We're going to select the effects. Let's go down to Mother Ducker right there, pencil. And we're going to start hearing this effect pretty quickly. Notice that we got the duck on the screen. We're on bus 1. Remember, if we double tap right there, 8 buses of fun. Let's hear what we got. And as you can see, the duck is moving because that kick is feeding bus 1 and is providing ducking right there. And as you can see, this is very important to pay attention to, right? Because in this scenario right here, you have that metering. So we're going to zoom in on that screen right there and just show you what that screen is doing because you already see what the MPC is doing. So let's go there. Okay, so let's look at this right here. This key represents that input signal coming in, right? And then the reduction shows how much we're going to reduce it. So notice that that key is going to hit every time you hear that kick drum. That kick. And yes, it's called Mother Ducker. So we got that key there. We got the reduction. Let's say we want it to extend that so we can turn up the threshold, right? Let's turn up that threshold. If we turn it up, we don't hear that ducking effect so much. So as you can see, the reduction is reduced. Let's do it. Bring it up. Look what happens to the reduction as I turn down the threshold. Now that duck is taking it now. Now we're exaggerating it. Right there. So now we're hearing it duck. but then you make that loop clear out the way so that kick can hit. So let's just kind of give you a back overlay what that is again. So as you can see, we start off with the kick. The kick is feeding the mother ducker input. Make sure you pay attention to that. So if you don't see this, watch out for that eyeball. This closes if you don't hit that eyeball right there. But if you hit that eyeball, boom, program. We got mother ducker on that. You got 4 inserts right there. Boom, right? So that's sending it out. Now let's see what happens when I bypass. No effect. Now that loop is in your face. It's not getting out of the way of that kick. Turn it back on. So just for giggles, just to further demonstrate this principle of ducking, we're going to put that same mother ducker output on the snare drum. So we just scroll down to mother ducker right there. Actually, mother ducker input. Input is what sends out, and then the other one that doesn't say input is the one that receives. We go there, we make sure it's on bus 1. So now we're going to hear that background loop duck on the kick and the snare. So let's listen. Now let's see what happens if I put that on bus 2. Notice that it will not duck on the snare. Back on 1. Come back out, hit main. Come back to the sequencer. Go to track 2. Or you can go up and down tracks right there. That's something I don't use. That's something I don't use. Hit program. Now let's see that duck. So it's taking the hits on the snare, and we're exaggerating it. And you determine your need. Tweak these options right here to figure out what works for you. Right? Yeah, so I like that. So that's an update right there. That's how to use the mother ducker and get that side chaining effect on your plugins, and I think it's really fun. So if you like this type of content, let me know. You're watching the Leo T2K YouTube channel. Stay tuned for cool tutorials, reviews, and who knows what I'll do next. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.